Welcome everybody. Well, as you probably gathered from the title, instead of doing a, normal review, today we're going to be taking a look at Megatron's throne. Now, if you guys have seen any of my previous videos with Reflector, you'll know that I have 5 because I wanted to see what a combiner would look like. And so because I had so many, I was like, could we make a throne out of that? And apparently, as you can see, it is possible.
This throne was made for me!
Now, for Seige Megatron, you kind of have to make it fit him just right, and it took just kind of messing with it. There's no real, finite way of doing it. Now, I will say, because Megatron has his backpack and everything, that you do kind of have to detach it for it to fit over the throne piece, kind of like, so he'll be sitting there and it kind of sits like this. But, from the front, as you saw, it's visually not as noticeable. So basically, if we take a look at the throne itself, basically you just kind of notice that essentially it's the bottom part right here that he sits on is the camera mode, just stripped of all its little pieces. Well, if we flip around to what would be the back of the camera mode, you don't necessarily need these two on this side as long as you have just one on the back. And the reason I put it on this side was, if you look at the back, weight of the throne, basically without this, the throne actually just tumps over because it is so back heavy with, just look at it. It's obvious why. So when you have these on there, that's what enables the throne to actually be able to sit upright, because it'd be embarrassing for Megatron to fall backwards in his throne of power, right? So if we look around here, now, the one thing is yes, this looks like a mess, but this is how it structurally ties together. Plus, when Megatron's sitting on the throne, you aren't going to notice it anyway, okay? Now, as you can probably see from right here, or if we look at it again from the Mac side, basically you would just take 2 of the blasters and plug them into the feet holes of the middle reflector. And then these guys, basically the hand that's folded up in the forearms, you just plug that on there and it helps disguise how it's attached to those little bits. Now, the reason that I made this kind of arc up like this was, in my opinion, when Megatron's sitting there and everything, it kind of gave it a little bit of a grand and opulent feel. Plus, his backpack, even though it's not, sitting totally flush with his body, it does kind of help fill that in a little bit, and you don't really notice it. Okay, guys, just a quick disclaimer, because it's probably already been mentioned in the comments down below.
Patience, Thundercracker. We will soon put them in their proper place.
Guys, I get it. Not everybody has 5 reflectors. So, I'm not in any way insinuating, guys, go out and get enough to make this throne. No. If you even just have 1 and it makes you happy, great. I just want to share this with you guys because, with G1 Megatron, a throne kind of goes with him in some instances. Anyway, guys, I want to just express my appreciation for all the views and comments on the Sound Blaster video and on the Rapido video. Thank you guys very much for all of that. And until next time, guys, we will see you in another review.